Should some passivity have been called in that second period?
I'm a wrestler, I'm not a referee, so it's up to them to make the calls. You can't really say sometimes the calls go your way, sometimes they go the other way. So for me, it's just to go out and wrestle the match and make sure I don't put it in the ref's hands. So
the natural question is, will you be doing this next year? Will you go down to an Olympic weight?
I don't know, we'll see. When the time comes, I got SISMs coming up, the Military World Championships, so after that, we'll sit down and decide what I'm going to do for next year.
Early on, you were using a lot of arm throws a lot. You were more aggressive in this style a lot of people seen. Did you, going in today, you assumed you were going to do well? Did you talk about your mindset earlier?
Just wanted to have fun. I put a lot of pressure on my back and other world championships, you know, to make sure I get on that medal stand. And, you know, today I just came out and just wanted to have fun wrestling. I've usually done my best when I just go out and have fun and wrestle and try to put points on the board. And I think I did that in all my matches except the one where he put all the points on the board. But I had fun today, and I can walk away from this tournament knowing that I had fun, and I hope the crowd enjoyed my matches.
That first period, you two put 19 points on the board, and in the second period, nothing. Did you feel that it took it out of him and yourself as well in that second period?
Yeah, I think we both came out and a little didn't have as much energy. I think our reserves definitely kicked down, but he's a very sneaky wrestler, so it's hard to even when you get a dominant position like a 2-1 or an underhook on him, you really have to watch. So it's hard to really push the pace on him with any type of controlling move without giving up points, which I kind of almost did a couple times off of my 2-on-1, so I had to scale back a little bit. Didn't play in my favor.
Justin, you said you wanted to have fun in this tournament. Is that need for fun is why you'd want to come back next year?
Yeah, definitely. Wrestling, you know, anything I do in life, I want to make sure I'm having fun. And usually when I do that, I'm having fun, enjoying myself. People around me are having fun. Just makes life more enjoyable. To be in a sport like this, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And if I'm not having fun doing it, it's gonna be miserable. I wouldn't do this if I weren't having fun.
How much fun did you have today?
I had a lot of fun. I'm going to be filming it tonight. I can feel the knots. I can barely keep my eyes open right now. But I had a lot of fun. I really did. This is one of my more memorable world championships, wrestling-wise. Obviously, it's here in the U.S. But just getting out there on the match, I had a lot of fun and got to hear the crowd cheer and things like that. So it was definitely memorable. One of my favorite world championships.
You mentioned the guy that put all the points on the board against you, but then he pulls you back in by going on to the gold medal match.
Yeah, he owed me that from last year. So
were you ready to come back, or were you ready to say, hey, man, that was a long enough day already?
No, man, I was ready to come back, definitely ready to come back and try to get on the podium, finish up with a win, or 2 wins, and just couldn't get it done. But I still had fun, and I could barely walk away from that match. I was pretty exhausted, but I left it out there. That's all I could say. I went back and I talked with PFC Coleman, and it just reminded me, hey, you didn't leave anything out there. You left it all out on the mat. You pushed it. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You had fun, and that's what it's all about. So
you actually look like you had more energy today than you have in a while.
Oh, I did.
Was I imagining that, or was that the way you were feeling?
No, I was just feeling it today. Like I walked in the arena and I said, this is probably my last World Championships, and I'm going to have fun at it, Win or lose, I'm going to have fun. Obviously, if I lose, I'm going to be a little poop up, but, I had fun, and that's all that matters to me.
Win or lose, you were going to have to make a decision on next year because it was a non-Olympic weight class. Had you won this or medaled, would it change your mind or have any effect either way going into next year?
No, not at all. I can tell you it's going to suck either way, You have Andy Bizek, who's 2-time medalist now, and then you have 66, which has been my nemesis my whole life, cutting weight. So either or, it's going to be a real bad situation. But we're going to sit down and talk with the coaches and I figure out what's going to be best. I hope they decide for me to go up, but I don't know. We'll see. So
you seem to be inviting the underhooks from your opponent that last match. Were you hoping to get him to underhook you so you could work from your overhooks?
I was just wrestling. Whatever I took, whatever he gave me. If he got his body in, I'd go for a headlock. If he opened his arms up, I'd shoot in for a high dive. So I was just taking whatever they gave me and just enjoying the moment. it's hard to do a sport like this, like I said, without enjoying the moment, without enjoying it. And I just went out there and had fun.
You mentioned the crowd. How big was the USA chants?
It was pretty loud because I usually don't hear anything when I'm wrestling, but I could hear it the whole time I was wrestling. And you know, in my second match, I had to really dig deep, you know, to get some points, and definitely the crowd helped a lot, you know. So, and then to look up off of breaks and you see people standing up and cheering, it was a great moment.